So feel free to ask whatever questions you have. Hey, Facebook and YouTube, thanks a lot for everyone who are joining in this. Feel free to ask me any questions with regards to time management. Today's topic is time management based on your demand yesterday. You all wanted me to carry on and talk about time management. So I'm back again on this topic. Some people are requesting me to do a video live. Since I'm in Abu Dhabi, it's difficult for me to do the video live. So if you want me to be part of that video live, you can do a video conference with me, where you can just share your voice or your video and you can have that. If you're interested to do a video conference or a webinar with me, message me onto your comments and for sure I will give an opportunity or work out to have something sorted out there, right? So now, as you know, hi Satya Prakash, thanks a lot for joining in and for all your comments on Instagram. Hi PT Anubhav, thanks a lot for joining in. Hi Rashmita. So feel free to ask your questions, anything with regards to time management, right? So Facebook and YouTube, you can ask me on the comments column and I will reply. For me, if you're there on YouTube and Facebook, to know who's there, you need to put a comment, hi or hello or I'm here or whatever it is, or put your question directly so I know you are there. And Instagram is best to ask on the comments column so I can reply to you in the best possible way, or else, whichever way you like. For me, it's as long as you guys are happy with whichever form, I'm good with it, right? Thanks a lot for everyone for all their waves. I get a lot of waves here. Let me just start with, hi Shashi, thanks a lot for joining in. Priyanka Lakhani, thanks a lot for joining in. Sindhu, Deepa, everyone. Deepa is saying it's good to see you too here, right? So come on, shoot in your hi. Rajni Sabu has joined in on Facebook. Thanks a lot for Rajni. Yeah, and Catherine, thanks a lot for joining in. So questions, where is the questions? You told me to repeat time management again. Now I'm here on the same topic with regards to time management, right? So feel free to ask me whatever questions you have. We have already, this is part 2. Oh, I forgot to mention it's part 2. This is part 2 of the show where we want to talk about time management and more revolved around that. Whoever has been a part of yesterday's show, some people won't come up, some people would be there. So please feel free to clear your doubts. Hi, Dhruv Deshmukh on Facebook. And Namita, thanks a lot for joining in. Varsha, thanks a lot for joining in. So finally, questions have begun to pop up. So I'm always making timetable, but I always fail to decide. I always fail to do decided work on time. Guys, please don't try to hold on to time for a long time because you're just going to lose the battle. Time keeps ticking with time. Time keeps changing with time. Time is constant thing. It'll keep ticking. But you try to control what ticks, you're just going to lose because you are not a person who ticks continuously. So rather than having a timetable based on time, do based on project. Tomorrow, I'm going to finish this one, and only then I'm going to sleep. If you have that attitude and keep doing the most important thing first, and then do the other things, automatically you will have much more better performance and control over time. So that's how you got to do it. And that's how it's actually going to work out into your favor, right? So don't try and make that 7 a.m. Some people go by seconds, some 15 seconds, I'm going to do this. 10 seconds, I have 1 minute, I'm going to do this. 2 minutes. Guys, don't hold on to time so much. What you need to do is project. Tomorrow, 10 chapters. Boom, I'm going to finish that. Only then I'm going to sleep. If you have that attitude, I'm telling you, you can control automatically your performance, which will obviously control time. Now, for example, I told this yesterday also, I will repeat for people who are new from that point. You have 5 chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. One day, chapter 1, one day, chapter 2, one day. That's how you do it. You do chapter 1, go to sleep. You do chapter 2, go to sleep. But chapter 3 day, your mother tells you you have to go to the hospital. Or your mother tells you you have to go for a very serious family party or a program which you need to go. What you do, you don't go. Half the time when you're studying or think of the party, waste your time thinking about the party and completely you won't study your best. So it is best to go for the party. The 4th day, do chapter 3 and chapter 4, and the 5th day, do chapter 5, and that's it. You have completed your project. So that's how you got to do, rather than, like, for example, I will exercise and run for half an hour. Pick any half an hour in the day. but get it done. That's it. So the main 5-6 items which I'm going to do today, I'm going to get that done as quick as I can. I'm going to get that done and then going to sit free. If that's the attitude you have, everything will be fine. How to manage good time in studies? First of all, you should love or find out the reason why you're studying. If you don't have the reason for it, everything will start bothering you. Every time will go bad. Many people tell me you have to study very hard. Now, when you are saying that you're studying very hard concept itself, you are not liking studying. When you really, okay, now watching 3 hours of movie, or some people go for the movie marathon, watching 6 hours, 12 hours of movie. Is that hard work, watching movie for that, grasping the story, understanding what the hero is telling, why, who's the thriller, who's the villain, and all that thing for 12 hours, 6 hours? People watch movies like that. That is not hard. Why? Because you have a different perspective. You enjoy it. Same way, if you start enjoying studies, it's a different ball game altogether, right? Thanks a lot for everyone who has joined in. Guys, all the questions, please put it on the questions. Thanks a lot, everyone, for the wave. I'm waving you guys back. Nitya, thanks a lot for joining in. I hope you're getting my answers. Okay. Now there's a big question by SBP. It's the best way to see every day in Playway. How many hours we are using for entertainment, wisdom, economics, social media, lazy, action, da-da-da, which makes us consciously heartful. Is it best way to see every day in Playway? How many hours are we? Yes, if you want to track time, go ahead and track it. But then more than tracking time on what you're wasting, go and take that action. That is most important, right? Okay, next is Deepa's question. So what do you do when one starts studying and someone, close family member, calls on phone and talks for you? Don't take the phone. It's as simple as that. You're not obliged to take anyone's phone. And when someone, close family member, mother, father, brother, sister, that's it. That's your close members. Everyone else is relatives. It doesn't add any value to you, right? So don't pick up the call, or take the call. Tell them I'm on studies, so I need to work on this. After some time, after next day or tomorrow, or after the exams, we can chat, right? There's nothing to stand and think a little bit of selfish when you are actually working on from that point. Satya Prakash, thanks a lot for the feedback. Hey, Singer Riddhi. Mahendra Borose, sorry. Sir, every time make notes, timeline, but never gets completed. Sometimes it fails. So you got to find out, you're saying sometimes it fails. You got to find out why is it sometime failing and sometime passing. So keep doing things as to how you're sometime passing. So every time you will pass. It's as simple as that, right? So you already have passed. So when you have already passed, you know how you have done it. So go keep doing it, right? And whenever you fail, learn from it and make sure you don't repeat it. I think topic should be time project. No, it's all the same thing at the end of the day, right? So I believe in that projects is more powerful. Seeing the time based on projects is more better than time management, right? That's how I see it. People try to control time a lot, which is just going to make it difficult, right? Which one is better at this time? Saving or investing? Saving. Always saving is my priority. That is what gives you the confidence, the strength, and less of emotional stress. So first save a lot of money. After that, half you invest. That's how you got to do or manage your thing, right? So I'm confused about my studies. Alampana, I'm just talking about time management right now. If you have further questions, message me on Instagram. I will reply to you. Or wait for on the Monday show. There we are going to talk about it. And just for your information, Saturday, 5:30, there's a new show with, what was the name? I forgot them. Oh God. It's there on my stories. Shamta, yes, I'm going to do a new show for all August on Saturday. So Saturday's topic is financial freedom. So if you're interested to know about money, if you're interested to know, but yeah, there you go. Sumit is here, right? Sumit is the one who has organized, Smith is the one who organized this show. So Saturday, 5:30, I'm going to do a show with Shamta, and feel free to be a part of that show. Ask whatever questions you have, but I'll give priorities to people of Shamta first, and then I'm going to come to you people, right? Because they have a 1 hour limit. After that, Instagram opens up and it's all me for you, right? So, okay, next question is from Satya Prakash. How to manage time with social media? Sometimes it's killing a lot of time. How do you utilize social media? Follow the channels or follow the people who adds value to your life, and not just celebrities who doesn't add any value to your life, right? So that is as simple as that, right? So, and the other thing is, stop moving your hand this way. When you have your mobile, you keep moving up. Stop doing that and moving left and right. If you stop this action itself, you're safe. The problem is you're so used to going this upward mode action that you go by autopilot, going next, or left. Stop doing that, first thing. The other thing is, follow people who adds value. So which means, for example, you like more about positivity, follow me, turn on the post notification. If you don't like me, just if you want to randomly see me, don't do that. Now, if I'm not adding value to you, don't do that. If you want to be an IAS officer, follow IAS officer people. Following Shah Rukh Khan doesn't add value to you. If you want to be an actor, follow Shah Rukh Khan or any other actors, celebrities which you're looking for. Once you start filtering out social media based on the value which they give you and the growth which they give you, that makes it different, and that makes it on a different level, right? I hope I've answered the question. Okay, SBP asking again. How much time do we have to spend with self? Lonely, silent growth for health. The most number of time you can. The longer you spend to yourself, the longer you spend to your growth. First priority, your growth. Once you grow, help your family to grow. Once your family grows, help the society to grow. That's it. And have that balance when you start. So first, stand on your legs. Have the power to stand on properly on your legs, then go serve the world. Automatically you'll be fine. Be selfish once in a while. Being selfish is the positive things. So make sure you get that completely right. Being selfish is positive. Get this point very clear in your head. Being selfish is positive. I'm the only guy who would be saying that. But guys, you need to take care of yourself first. Then only you can take care of the world. There are many people who become too selfless. And when they become too selfless, they lose themselves in that battle. And then it affects their family, it affects them, it affects their health, it affects their finance, various other things. So make sure to think about yourself first. Mahendra Bose, how to manage time with home, office, home, learning. I don't know if I talked about yesterday, the 6-hour split. Initially, I told 8 hours. My maths got really wrong. But the 6-hour split, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, right? 6 hours of sleep. Now, if you want more, take it from the other side. 6 hours for your office, 6 hours for your learning, and 6 hours for your home. That's it. That's the easiest way, Mahendra Barose, for dividing your time. Office, home, and learning. I've given you the answer. If you want more time, take half an hour, 1 hour from our other times. You're good to go. Sometimes what happens is that more time in the office, 8 hours. Okay, shut down 1 hour, cut down 1 hour from home and put it in the office side. It is very simple. Where can we find that show? I would be coming live, Deepa Mishra, in my show also. I'm still thinking, do I do it only in their page or in my page? So I'm still thinking. I need 2 mobiles to do it. So one is of a low quality camera and the other one is a high quality camera. So I'm just thinking, where do I go for the high quality and where do I go for the low quality, right? This one is my new phone. So that's why it's better quality. So do I use this for Shamta or do I use my old phone for Shamta? I'm just still thinking about it, seeing if I can improve the quality further on. Right. So how to manage time in Sasural? How much time should I give? Sasural, which means your in-laws. How to manage time in Sasural? Come on, serve them in the best possible way. Be the best daughter-in-law you can. See, what you don't understand is when you, obviously within a certain level of time, your time with your husband is your own self-time. The other times when you are taking care of yourself in whichever way, it is your time itself. Don't try to think that everything when you're married, it's a different ball game. Your husband and yourself coming together, it's our time. If it is our time, that time which you spend with your husband is also your time. You have to find a satisfaction and happiness of you both coming together, which brings meaningful to that marriage itself. So when you're saying that how much time should I give myself, the point here is that what do you want to do and give time for yourself for? If there is some dreams which you have, you got to talk to your husband or that family members, who will talk to your mother, father first, and see if they can or give you some time to work on your passion or your dream. At the end of the day, I don't know if you're working or if you're staying at home, there's a different equation for both those things. So I hope I gave you an idea, Sharma, as to how to work it out. How to stop overthinking, guys. Overthinking, I've talked so many times. Thank you, Satya. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Constructive selfishness. Divya Jyoti, helpful. Sir, do it in your plate, sir. Okay, Deepa, I will do it on my page. I was still wondering, do I do to new page? Okay, I will do that on my page, but I just have to decide which one gets high quality and which gets low quality, right? So, yeah, that's it. Okay, now I have no more questions on Instagram. Let me take questions on... Dhruv is asking a question, how not to focus on unnecessary things and waste your time. I think that's what he's trying to ask. Let me make it simple. Focus on the necessary things. It's so simple, guys. You know what is necessary for you. You know what is important for you. You know what is most valuable, which helps you do. Everyone knows what is positive. That's the best part I tell everyone. Everyone in the world knows what is positive from them, but they go end up doing negative. What can I do about it? Right? You know, if you eat right, you'll be healthy. You know, if you exercise, you'll be healthy. You know, if you watch positive things, your mind will be in a positive way. You all know that. Still, you go and watch horror movies. I don't know why. Right? So I hope I've answered the question. Not control anger, how to focus on work. Okay, confusion. What's this confusion all about? Rajini, I had this confusion before, sir. When I heard that you plan it according to projects so that I can complete one book, but then if I decide, I like it. Thank you so much. Okay, so there you go. Rajini is a live example who tried out time management based on projects. And there you go. She's doing great at it. So that's the best part to do, right? She further, I had a confusion of attention. I heard from you to do it according to the project. So now I've decided to read a book within 1 month. I completed within that period. Thank you so much, Wells. Okay, there you go. So that's a positive feedback on the idea which I'm trying to make people understand with regards to that, right? Okay, which book to read on self-motivation? Best book to read is your own story book. You will get enough motivation. If you don't have that motivation, go and read your mother's and father's story book. You'll get enough motivation to do good. I think I'm losing my social life. We're spending more time on board. Is it good? Enjoy your life alone if you find happiness in that. There is nothing to be social at the end, but make sure you don't fantasize reading books. See, Komal, no, Cole needs. What you need to understand here is why are you reading this book? Is it for your self-growth? Good. If it's for your growth of a career, good. If you're reading for entertainment, yeah, sometimes introvert works out good for you, but it's not about that. It's why are you reading this book? What are you getting? It's like using social media. You get so much of entertainment in using social media that you forget your social life at the end. So it shouldn't be that way. There you go. Deepa gives the answer on my behalf. That is good to know. People are giving the answers which I'm already going to say by default. That's really great. Savitha Jatani. So how to build self-confidence? I want to talk about time management here. Maybe next show, if you want, we can talk about I think self-confidence I'm doing on Sunday. Sunday, 5:30, I'm talking about self-confidence and self-belief with Abdul. I forgot his second name. With Abdul, so I'm doing. So Saturdays and Sundays, there's 2 shows. Saturday, 5:30, personal finance with Shamta. And second Sunday is 5:30 video conferencing with one of the guys in India somewhere. I forgot his location, right? Okay, there's some question sections which I got. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What is love? Love, there's a big, I have 4 parts I've talked about love. Go and have a look at it, right? Muski Moody is asking, Moody, Muski, first of all, change your name. Why are you so moody? Let it be happy Muski, or whatever Muski at the end of the day, but make sure it's positive. How to use Let's phone? Just switch it off. It's over. Hide the charger somewhere there so you can't charge it. It's over, right? So I'm just joking. See, it's not about the phone at the end of the day. It is what you're getting from the phone, which you're getting attracted to. There's many things from that point, right? So how to distribute your time wisely, how to be an all-rounder, the process of healing, I've already told about it, right? 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours of sleep, 6 hours on yourself, 6 hours, whatever duty, work you have, and 6 hours serve the world. That's what I would say. But then serving the world, you need a certain age to serve the world. So until that, use on other things. Everything is positive at the end, right? So that's the easiest way, the process of healing. That's a real good name. What is the first priority of your life, my life? It's a very good question. I think my first priority would be spreading positivity, and that's what I do. First thing I wake up, brush my teeth. I just drink a little bit of water. Boom. What do I post today? What do I spread today? What do I work on today? And that's my first priority than anything else. That's my duty to the world. That's my promise to the world. And that's my first priority to the world. Obviously, my family is also in parallel with that, which is my wife and my child. But then at the end of the day, the duty which I do for the world is most. And after all that, my first priority before everything is myself, right? So it's me first, then my family, and then the world. So that process works out. But right now, me and my family is kind of balanced out. It's going well. So all I need to do is to take care of the other world, which is first my priority right now. Okay. Okay, there is a counter question. If I have 12 hours of work, then how do I split the time? 6 hours of work, 6 hours on yourself, 6 hours on serving your home stuff and all. That home stuff, 6 hours of work, 6 hours on yourself, take 6 hours from there and then go and help take 3 hours from there and take 3 hours from the other one. So you get again 6 hours. So what you need to do is somehow get more of another 6 hours from the other two places, which is 3 hours and 3 hours, and get it. Guys, it's not 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. If you can't fulfill your duty to whatever you're aiming, whatever your work is, your studies is, if you need more than 6 hours, you got to take other from the other 6 hours. And that's how you do it, right? I hope I've answered the question. Ritvik, I don't want to talk about OCD now. I've talked to many people proving them that OCD doesn't exist. It's all completely created. The first question I would ask is, who told you you have OCD? I'm a person who believes that depression doesn't exist from that point, right? So what is time management in one word? In one word is difficult for you're asking me time management. It is 2 words. So how can I make it into one word? But then what is time management? Do the most important thing first and keep doing it until you go to sleep. So what's my first right now most important thing? Talk to you people. After that, what's my most important thing? I have some office work to do. I'm going to do that. After that, what's go out with the family. That's the most important thing. So every second, there is one thing which is the most important thing. Do that, right? And that's how you work it out, right? So I don't want questions on the questions section. I try my best not to answer to those. Okay. Okay, I think remaining is out of questions. So let me go back on to the other questions which has come. Okay, now SBT, how much time do you spend time for yoga, pranayam, solitude, mobile, all and etc.? You're asking me? See, mine is completely different. I don't do any yoga, right? So I don't do any pranayam. I don't do any of these spiritual things. I keep myself out of it. My thing is, as long as I'm doing what I love doing, I am doing indirectly one kind of spiritual thing which I believe in. So if you love whatever you're doing and you keep doing what you love doing, you are meditating 24/7. That is my belief, right? So I have my different ways of doing it. But then for me, as I know, I go based on project basis. I don't know yesterday how many of you were there. I told you about my projects, how I do my sessions. I have done sessions after sessions continuously. I've talked about 5 hours continuously also, right? The total time I've continuously talked with maybe 15 breaks in between, 15 minutes break in between is 8 hours. Morning I went to the college, I gave a session for 400 children. After that, the principal said whoever's not interested can go, and 200 students remained. After that, to the 200 students, I gave it for totally 3.5 hours. After that, I had my lunch. After my lunch, I had a personal one-on-one session for almost another 3 to 4 hours, right? So that's how I did it, almost to 7 to 8 hours, continuously talking non-stop. But I know that during all that time, I was meditating and getting that thing which I'm which you people are all seeing it from that point. Keep doing what you love doing it. You are all doing those spiritual. Mobiles I use quite a lot. I really have to see my timings here. I use a lot of mobiles because every posting I do, Instagram, I reply to everyone's messages. I reply to everyone's comments. So that has a long time at the end. What is the key element of time management? Don't try to control time. Start doing, start taking actions and keep doing it. And that's what makes all the difference. Life is important, but money is important. Answer life. Huh? Life is important, but money. Yes, money is important. Money is one part of it. And that's how you got to do it. Rajni is asking a question. Sir, time management is the first thing we have to make it's possible in your life. Is it? No, you don't. Getting things done is the first thing you have to work. And more than that, getting and doing things which are positive in your life, which is the most important thing and the most positive thing which you have to do is the first thing which you have to do in life, right? Great. All thanks to God for all. Love means responding to heart, everything. Okay, forget that. But sometimes we want, Divya is asking, but sometimes what we want from is we didn't manage that time right, sir. I didn't understand the question, Divya Jyoti. Sir, I'm doing job and even I'm studying how to manage my time. That is very good. You're doing job. I've done it since the age of 18, working and studying. All you got to do is again, prioritize. When you have exams, please focus on your exams and tell your boss that I have some exams going on. My performance would be down. After the exams, when you have free time, boss, give me extra job. I will do that extra job because now I don't have any exams. So you should have that understanding with your bosses so that you can fluctuate your time based on but then you got to perform in both ways. And the other thing is when you're working and studying, don't try to compare the enjoyment which your other friends are doing with their free time. You don't have free time when you're working and studying. Get this point very clear. And whatever marks you get, make sure don't compare it with people who are only working or compare with only who study. I hope I've answered the question. So understand that you're unique in world, no other like self-love. Okay. Money Sony, wow, your fluency is tremendous. All thanks to God. Raj, I've already replied to it. Answer, I've replied, off depression exists, less or more. Off depression exit, but less or more in people. I believe it's all completely created. So I don't want to get into the depression topic because I'm going to challenge most of you which have been sold through Google, right? So do I do singing, job together, but sometimes both time clashes? What do I do? Job first, because singing is a talent which you can train, even though when you have other free times, you can shift it based on it. If it's a serious conflict, you got to talk to whatever you're singing training people that, I am having this conflict. Is there any way we can do in the weekends? Is there any way when I can do with the holidays? And that is how you got to balance it both together. Okay, so Rajni is asking, but sir, for doing everything, we have to have a time schedule. Yes, but the thing is, Define what everything is. Define what everything which is important, which is not. And that is how you got to do it. Some things are unnecessary. You watching a movie is unnecessary. I'm telling you right now on your face, Rajini, that watching a 3-hour movie is unnecessary. You want to put unnecessary stuff into your life, it is your wish. I'm not known to stop you, right? But then you have to decide what is important for me and what is not important. You have to learn how to differentiate it, right? So then how are you fit and fine? I'm standing and talking for every 1 hour. It is the very best exercise anyone can have. You learn a lot of calories, right? Many people sit and do stuffs. Many people, what do you say? Many people sit and do these shows. I stand and do, because I know if I stand, I burn more calories than anyone else at the end. So many people tell me, why do you stand and talk? Oh, it's my 1 hour exercise which I'm doing, right? So see, there's many ways. It's not fitness and fine have nothing to do with the things what you do. It's more revolved around the attitude towards what you're doing things. If you eat right and if you do your duties in the best possible way, you will be fit and fine. Because God will obviously guard you from anything wrong which is going to happen. But then obviously even my hand is aching. I'll tell you the truth, my hand over here is aching. What I came to know, I researched and came to know that is because I'm using a lot of phone. And when I go my live conference in my office, I sit down and give a weight to on this hand for a long time. So that is why my hand is aching. And then I learned the lesson, okay, I need to be careful that I don't give too much weight on the hand, because sometimes when you start doing what you love doing, you tend to miss out your body. You tend to forget your body. But then once it starts hitting you, you need to correct it so that it doesn't hit you again. See, no one is a perfect human being. As long as you're human, you have something to improve. So make sure you do that. Okay, so computer science and BSc. Okay, now there's one good question. Rajini is asking a very interesting question on Facebook, so that's why I'm giving her a little bit of priority. So first, prioritize the initial thing we want to do first, and then make time arrangements, right, sir? No, first prioritize to do what is the most important thing and the most urgent thing which you have to do, and then go ascending order. Right? Because, for example, suddenly your mother is in the hospital. That time, no studies, no nothing. Go to the hospital. That's most highest priority. Suddenly, your teachers asking you special class and there is a special test. That time, tell mama, I can't come to the grocery. I need to be here. That is more. So every day, when you wake up, every second, there is one thing which you have to do, which is the most important. Focus on that. You will get the answers which you're looking for. So prioritize based on what is most important and keep going on the ascending order, right? And how you know what is important? 5 aspects: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. But keep that in balance. You will come to know, am I giving time for relationship? Am I giving time for education? Am I giving time for my health? Am I giving time for my finance and learning about money? Am I giving time for the love, right? So this changes according to the situation. Perfect. A positive person always keeps changing with the situation. That is when you control time. How do you control your time? When you start changing based on what time is hitting you onto. If you stay rigid with your timetable, when time hits you, you will say, oh my God, my time is gone. What am I supposed to do? Da, 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 yeah. Overthinking will start. That is perfectly, Rajini, you understood it right. Rajini, see, there's no one on Facebook and YouTube. So whoever asks me that, it's quite easy for me to hear. I need to scroll down. So computer science, BSc, same department, but computer science is very important. But engineering, you have the same, but computer engineering says everything, but computer science is programming. So what do I say? Well, you're saying a statement or you're asking me a question? I'm a little bit confused, but all I can say is that whatever computers or IT you're doing, make sure you get certified courses, because that is much more valuable than computer science or BSc. How to save time for unnecessary things? I've already talked about it. Keep doing what is the most necessary things and keep doing that, holding on to it, right? The secret behind your tremendous energy is outstanding. How can one be so energetic? Fill yourself with only positive stuffs. I keep telling this to everyone. When you see some crap on TV, when you see something negative on TV, change the channel. You have to eat right. If you're not eating healthy food, energy won't come. If you eat all the frying foods and fill your stomach completely 100%, you won't have the energy to glow, right? Now I tell people, you should never eat full stomach. There's, I don't know, some one great saint has told long time ago, what you need to do is that fill half your stomach with food, fill the next quarter by water, and the next quarter by air. If you do that, most of your digestion process, most of the food process will take care of you automatically. So that is one point. So it's not about from where I'm getting the energy. When you truly love what you're doing, automatically the energy will come. And if it is positive, you will keep that positive energy for a long time, right? I hope, Deepa Mishra, I've answered the question. What is the main weapon to change the world? You can't change the world. Get this point very clear. Bad things and good things will always be equal in this world. That's why the world is running and moving. If everything is positive, the world will stop. Right? So it is because there is a thief, it is because there's a thief and a robber, there's a police. So that circle will keep going on. One will be doing wrong, one will protect that wrong, and that cycle will keep going, and it will be equal. There'll be good things happening equally, and there'll be bad things happening equally. You can never change this thing. The balance is, that is why the friction of good and bad is making this world run. Friction of positive and negativity is making the world run. But then you can see even negative from a positive perspective. And that is one thing you got to change. And once you start, the greatest weapon, if you want to know from my point of view, to change the world is find where people tend to see why this negativity happened to me and how do I change this? Why this negative happened to someone? How do I make sure it doesn't repeat to me? That's that change which is needed in this world. Rajwala, sir, how can I manage my time? Even I'm working, and I already talked about it, right? So from where you get inspired or your situation in your life, don't ask me one question as to how I'm answering this question. Any other question you can ask, because even I don't have a clear idea of how answers are coming. All I know is you ask me the question, I will give you the answer until you understand what I'm trying to say 100%. But don't ask me just one question. Everything else you can ask me from birth to death. But today we're only talking about time management. So let's talk about that. Why you do serious? Enjoy, bro. Chill. Let time management and all go for a toss. This is Corona. Made me all feel irrelevant of so many things. Apu, if that's the attitude, enjoy it. Right? So I'm not stopping anyone to enjoy their life. If you want that break, take that break. But what happens is that when other people are working hard and other people are managing their time well, and when the corona gets over, when you go for an interview, when the interviewer asks you the simple question, what did you do in the corona time? I was just enjoying, sir. I just wanted a break from all of this. Your job is gone. And when you don't get the job, you're going to ask me the same thing. What happened? Why I'm not getting the job? That time I'll ask you what you did in Corona. I was enjoying my life. I was okay. You enjoyed your life. What about the other guy who really worked hard? Guys, one thing I'll tell everyone. If you don't grow, the world will squash you and go. It's your choice if you want to grow or you want to just enjoy. Enjoyment is good, but enjoy in doing good things. That is what is much better, right? Okay, SB, how to get out of clutches of time where time doesn't bother us? It will bother you, right? Because at the end of the day, you have come to this world with a tick of time and you are going to leave this world with a tick of time, and the time will always bother you. How do you get detached from that time clutches? Is you get so involved in doing what you're doing now. How many hours? Now I'm almost talk for 40 minutes. I never kept track on my time of how much I'm talking because I'm so involved in what I'm doing. And there's so much of positive which I'm doing that I forget the time influence, right? So So that's it. Thank you. Please answer. I already answered your question, Rajini. How do you manage time to do videos in many platforms, YouTube, Instagram, also with family? Very good question. I don't have anyone to help me. I do all my posting on Instagram on my own. I do all my posting on YouTube on my own. The only thing what people help me is to translate on my other languages, and the posting is done by my wife. But all my personal social media, which is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Quora, my podcast on all the platforms, everything I do it on my own. All thanks to God for giving me the strength. As I said, my mission is to spread positivity. And when you have some big mission onto your head, time is secondary, right? Family, yes, they understand what I'm doing. So after this, obviously, I'm going to go out with my family. That covers it up. My objective is to make positivity completely free to this world. That's my objective. That's my mission. So slowly, people come to know how positivity can be shared completely free. I will never be charging anything what I do. Everything I'm just doing for you. Even shows. I ask you people what you want me to do, and I do it based on that. If you tell me no show, I'll stop the show then and there. I have no issues at all, right? So I'm just doing it for the benefit of the society, and that's what my focus on. I'm willing to give enough time, which means 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. So there is that 6 hours which you can serve the society. So I'm utilizing that 6 hours to give back to the community in spreading positivity. That's all I'm doing. I hope Kumar K. Anjali got the answer for that. So which career option? BCA, MCA, MBA. Do everything if you can. Simple as that. But work. So sometimes I do not manage time. Did everything wrong happens or not? Sir, sometimes if you don't manage time, did anything wrong happen or not? See, I'm doing the most important thing first. So if you keep doing the most important thing first, there's nothing wrong going to happen because you're doing the most important thing first. Why should something wrong happen? If something wrong happens, maybe I took the wrong important thing first and I did it wrong. So next time I won't give importance to that. Learn from the experience. Okay, Savita, I'm a housewife with 2 kids. I'm doing graduation, but now I'm not satisfied with life. What do you do? Why are you not satisfied? You're doing a great thing. You have 2 kids and doing your graduation. I don't know. Why are you not satisfied with life? Somewhere around you have some over expectation, which is actually bothering you, right? Pradeep is asking, is graduation marks matters when you're getting good percentile in PG during interview and any? At the end of the day, interview has nothing to do with your marks. Getting into the interview might have marks. Getting into the interview might need a certain certification. But once you get in the interview, marks has nothing to do. It's a different ball game altogether. It's how you actually manage the interview much more. AMXX, best reason to be single. Go and have a look at my marriage video. You will come to know. Compare yourself from yesterday to yours instead of others. Perfect. Divya, take medication and physiological therapy, then you can overcome. I completely disagree. I'm a person who says that medication to the mind can never solve the problem of the heart, right? So I challenge most of the people who tell me I have this social anxiety disorder, I have OCD. I've talked 1 month, not 1 month ago. I've talked to 2 girls. One girl whose doctor says OCD, she's taking in her medication. She talks to me. I told her different truths about OCD and what it's all about. I told her not to stop the medication because the doctor has said and the doctor has to withdraw. But she herself decided, I'm going to stop OCD medication. That's it. From there on, she's having a great life. That's the feedback she gave me. I don't know how far it's true because some people are sold into this OCD stuff because most of the kids, what do? You have some issue, you go and search on Google. Google tells you it's a disease or a disorder. You go and search that and believe that you have it, and slowly you will start to analyze it, everything revolving around that, right? So I have a written proof of person who I've talked to OCD and believes that she doesn't have OCD and having a great life in life. So that's a separate discussion altogether. I don't want to bring depression and all this thing. So guys, 10 minutes before I close the show, I asked which is the best topic to continue. So let me know What do you want me to do next Wednesday and Thursday? Put random topics and let's start voting, and then I will come back to the questions. Right? So what question you want? So that, oh, there's tons of comments I need to look into also. So quickly, comments, family, very good topic. So family, Marwan, Ria is saying family. Family is a good topic. Family, one family vote. Any other? How to deal with failures, right? Because of can't heal in one day, it's a chronic disease. Divya, if you believe it's a chronic disease, it's your call. I don't want to challenge you on that. Be happy with it. But then I've talked to many chronic people who believes that they have various mental issues. They are not even close to it, right? So, okay. So failure. So I'm getting failure and family, 2 family. Rakshit, love, I've talked enough. Failure, 3 failure. So it's basic, it's between failure and family. That's the highest number of votes remaining. Okay, failure, 4 is coming failure. Family, 3 family, 4 failure, 5 failure, 3 family. Monu Reddy, those are all topics I'll take later. Now I want family and failure is what actually stepped in. Failure, 5 failures. I think failure is winning. Divya, I understand you're a medical student. I've done MSc in business psychology, right? So I'm not challenging you. You go and believe. Okay, so I'm picking up failure. You can go and believe whatever you're being taught. So feel free to take it from there. I'm not countering any of your thought process. Go ahead and believe it. Guys, many people are saying parents. Parents, I've already talked about it. The vote is going on failure. So next Sunday, okay, let's do it this way. I get failure and family is always coming countering. So Wednesday I will do failure, and Thursday, if failure is not, if complete, I think failure will be completed within that time itself. On Thursday I'll do family. Okay. So yeah. So I hope I've answered the question. So first to next Wednesday, which I do the Theme Deek show, next Wednesday will be family. No, will be failure, and Thursday will be family. Let's keep it that way. In case if failure continues, I will take failure this one, and then I'll take family, right? Family, everything, parents, in-laws, all that thing. Let's discuss. I had a specific topic which I talked about parents. Please have a look at it if it's a parents concern you have. But in general, let's talk about family. Going back to all the questions, I think there's lots from Divya Jyoti countering me on what I've told. Okay. Ria is asking, that means learning multiple things at one time. Is it a good thing, or learn one thing at a time? Why do you have to learn multiple things at one time? It's not possible. You can say, oh, you can only read A. You can't read A, B, C, D all together at one time, right? How to bring clarity in life, find what field should I don't want to talk about it. Sanskarki. Okay, whatever. Sorry for that. Okay, Chilbi. That's better. How to, sorry, man. Sorry, that name was last. Sometimes I don't relate to the Hindi words and it takes some time for me to figure it out. So sorry for that. There's a great video on confusion on my YouTube. Go and have a look at it, right? Karthik, how are you doing? It's been a long time. What meant? So SBP is asking, what is meant exactly by spirituality according to you? It is connected to positivity, spirituality and positivity. Now, when you talk about spirituality, there's various spiritual things, which means what I say, spirituality is everything above science, right? That's what I believe. And positivity can be done without spirituality and with spirituality also. Positive can be achieved with God also and without God also, right? I hope that's clarified. Anjali, thanks a lot for your feedback. Thank you, Subham Tripathi, for the feedback. Spirituality means positive way of learning, positive mind. Oh my God, Divya's answering it. Okay. So do you believe in good times and bad times? No, I believe in all times are good. One good time is telling you, beta, you have done a great job. Life is, when good time happens, life is telling you did a great job. Go ahead, keep doing this good things. Bad time is life telling you, giving you one hit, you have done something wrong, correct your mistake as quick as you can. Once you correct it, that becomes good. That bad experience is something for you to correct, so that's also good. So everything is good time for me. So, but why are you trying to change world negative to positive? Very good question. For me, I believe everything is positive. But point here is that people's outlook has to change toward negativity. It will start being positive, right? As the saying goes, whoever believes in God, okay, God, positive and negative is also God, right? So people are coming to the spiritual side of things. I keep myself out of the spiritual topics, because what happens is that it kind of confused, before different people have different understanding and meanings towards their spiritual significance. So that's the reason. But then if there's a group of people who believe in a certain spirituality, then I can talk, right? So do you believe in good spirit and bad spirit? Being a medical student, Divya, you're asking me this question about good spirit and bad spirit. It's the spirit. It's see, when I say spiritual side of things, it is things which is not within our five senses. Everything goes above five senses. Science is within your five senses. Everything goes above it. I can talk about it, but here what happens is that when you talk about spirit, different religion have different meanings towards spirit. You have the Holy Spirit also, right? So there's many things which is going on. I keep myself out of this topic. If you have a specific doubt in relation to spirituality, in relation to the God who you believe in relation to all these complicated spiritual things, message me so we can have a personal conversation rather than going on a public forum. That's the only reason. If everyone gives me permission to talk about spirituality in a public forum, I don't mind talking about it also, right? Surya Jay is asking how to improve your finance during your short time. I'm going to talk everything tomorrow, Saturday. It's talk about financial freedom. So that's the topic which they have selected. How you always so cool, how to be so patient. Think from the other person's point of view. You're always that patience with, observe the situation, go for after the truth, and that is how it works. It SB saying think the other person also, like, okay, so doing many hobbies and different types skills at one time, how's it? Go ahead, do it, do whatever you want, but make sure you do, but don't waste time, Riaz. What you need to do is Marwa. Oh, sorry, Marwa. Okay, so Marwa, what you need to do is do how much ever things you can do. Make sure it's all positive. Go and do it. Don't question yourself at the end. Thank you, Shevita Chini 27. Okay. Sir, timetable banana per manage nahi hota. Kya kare? I have a toxic queen. First of all, why toxic queen? See, this is the problem. Why you're putting toxic queen? That itself gives you a negative vibe every day, right? So the healing queen, that's cool, right? Or the positive queen, or what's the opposite of toxic? What's that? The energy queen, whatever, right? So Divya Jyoti, if you balance good and bad time balance, you can do anything good for the society, country, right? So if you balance good and bad time balance, you can do anything good for society. See, it's not about balancing good time and bad time. It is understanding why this bad time is coming to me and start improving yourself so this bad time doesn't repeat. If you start improving every time, then there won't be bad time, only good time is going to be. See it from that point of view. What is spirituality according to you? What is the relation? I've already talked about it, SP. So you can be an all-rounder having one goal but needed many skills. So you can be all-rounder having one goals but need many skills. Yes, you can. Why not? Go ahead and do it. Meditation heals everything. Music also, motivation serves. Yes, for me, I have a different concept of meditation. I don't know how many of you have listened to my video on YouTube talking about my way of meditation. See, now I'm off beating. Let's stick to this time management topic. So anyways, last 3 more minutes, let me talk everyone's satisfaction, right? So Music, yes, make sure the music is positive. There's a lot of bad words in many movies, songs nowadays. There's like, I always give the example of Akshay Kumar's song, which says, "Me sharabi hu, me sharabi hu, me sharabi hu." If you keep hearing "me sharabi hu," automatically what can happen is that is that medication. Oh, it's meditation. You said medication heals everything. Music also motivates. Medication doesn't heal everything. Always remember one thing very clear. Every medication has a side effect. When you say the word medicine, there is a side effect. But when you talk about good food, side effects are less. So think it from that point of view. Right? No, I don't believe what you said about the. No, I don't believe what you said about that girl. I will send you a screenshot, Divya, who is in, if you want it. I've actually removed the name from that person, and we'll take it, right? Divya Jyoti is saying, because you can't heal one day it's a chronic disease. I don't know. I know the one girl who was going through OCD, who Googled up and find out she was OCD. I have made her understand various things. She got out of it. The other girl who was taking medication for almost 9 months, I can't disclose her name. She had to keep it private. So that I can't share because that's a very private discussion. See, Divya, it's your wish. You want to believe me or you don't believe me, I'm okay with whatever it is, right? Go ahead with your research, find out more about. See, there's always one thing. Science teaches you something, but make sure you do your own research and come to know the real truth is. Science doesn't give you the complete truth yet. So make sure you're after the complete truth. Okay, that's it, guys. I've talked about 1 hour now almost. Thank you for all. Oh, there's 17 questions on the question section. Oh my God. I'll ask a strange question, guys. Do I continue? Oh, there's more topics coming in now. I'm just scrolling down very quickly. Success failure topic. Yeah, success failure topic from there, right? Please answer. I've answered to all. Thank you. Okay, Bhadrada. Check YouTube. Yeah, check YouTube. That's great. So that's Atma. Come on. I don't want to talk about Atmas and all right now. So you answered the same thing for cool for patients. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. There's so much more comments which has come from the medication, not medication, not medicine. Okay, whatever. Sir, I'm handicapped. I feel very lonely. Can't feel happy continuously. God sad. I don't know, Rosh, what are you handicapped on? What you could do is that message me and let's discuss about this. I really want to know what you're handicapped on to understand and how you can bring back your life, right? It can be physical one. I really don't know what it is. So message me. So Rosh, just message me on Instagram. Let's have a personal conversation as to what you can't walk. Okay, fine. So let's discuss about it because I need to know what happened, how you became handicapped. Is it since birth? What are the various factors which led into it, and see it from there, right? So message me on Instagram. We can discuss and show you a better path. At the end of the day, there are many people who can't walk making a difference also in this world. Many people who can't use their hands but making a difference in this world. But is there something which you can do similar to it? You need to focus on that, right? But then why can't you walk? That's a question which you need to. What mistakes did you do due to which you lost this walking thing? So see it from that point. Yes, it's since birth and you're still surviving. I really don't know what your age is. That's quite impressive if it's since birth. All you need to do is let's have a discussion because it'll go very personal the more I talk about it. Let's talk it personally and then we will see how to work it out. Revita is asking, is time heals everything with our siblings? Not exactly, but I will also contact you. contact me. You have my numbers. Everyone know my number. I give my number to everyone. So you all have my numbers. WhatsApp me on Instagram. Oh, sorry, WhatsApp me or message me on Instagram and we can discuss the details. Is time healing every day with our whole hymnals? Time doesn't heal anything. It is just your thought process which is changing, which you're allowing it to heal yourself. And then you're justifying that time heals everything. Time doesn't have nothing to do with you. Time is just ticking, 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 ticking. It has nothing to do with you. It is you who's healing yourself with time, right? I hope I've answered that question. Okay. So that's it, guys. I hope I've answered most of your questions. Now let me just see any. Oh, Karthik is asking me a personal question. Do I watch movies? No, I used to watch maybe movies once in a while just because of my wife when she's really crazy about watching a movie. 00975629964460 9975629964460. That's my number. News maybe once in a while just to keep myself updated, right? I just watch the news just to keep, because sometimes right now I'm coming into a very public forum, so I need to know. 2 years ago, I'd never watched the news because it's just a waste of time. I don't want to know so much about the world. I want to know about myself. I want to know my news. I want to know my child's news. I want to know my wife's news. I want to know my parents' news. I'm involved in knowing their news, and I want to know people's news so that I can help them more better. So my objective is knowing the world news doesn't take me anywhere. Knowing my news, my father's news, my mother's news, my wife's news, my family's news. That is most important for me. If everyone does that, life will be all good, right? Oh, my uncle is here on Facebook, Ajit Kumar. Thanks a lot for your feedback. It's good to know you're watching the show. Sir, what is your name? Deek Parassini is my name. That's a strange question. So what we know about the world news, because we have to clear it. Yes, so now that's a different discussion altogether. You need to know the world news for a certain, if you want to pass through the UPSC exam, you have to know. That's a part of it, right? Sir, can we contact you? Just message me on Instagram. If you want to talk on phone, let me know you want to talk on phone. I can give you a call. If not, if you want to do by chat, you can do a chat. Or if you want to go live, we can do it from there, right? So that's it, guys. I'm crossing the time. Thank you, everyone. AK, your question is not related to time management. So you close door to wisdom, being overprotective. For me, it doesn't matter, SB. Whatever you believe in, you can do it, right? I'm not here to change anyone. I'm not here to counter anyone. I'm just giving my point of view. Marwa, what you can do is just message me and we can discuss a time. Most probably what I do is it's mostly after my session, I do one call, right? Yesterday after my session, I did one call. So after this session, I don't have anyone to call. So Marwa, I'll give you a call then. After the session, just message me really quick, your number, and we can have a talk, right? So thank you everyone for your pleasure for being here. As you know, my objective is just to spread positivity. Some people like it, some people don't like it. It doesn't matter for me. I'm going to keep spreading it till the rest of my life until people understand what I'm going to treat. Many people tell me, why don't you market your services? Why don't you do more of this? Why don't you go, like my wife also tells me, why don't you go to various colleges and tell them that you can do the session? I'm not here to sell my services. Some few people come to know about me and they decide to discuss with me and they get the answer, and that's my simple job, and I don't look anything forward, right? I don't expect anything from anyone. I don't want any money for what I'm doing. I'm never ever going to charge, right? So that's how I do it, and I take it from there. I'm just clarifying to people of whoever have this thing that I'm protectionism and whatever it is, right? So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you, Divya. Jyoti, thank you. Marwa, give me a call. If you want it, message me right now. I can give you a call. Thank you, Mishra. Thank you, SB. Who else is there? Same person have message. Thank you, Nash. Thank you, everyone, for being on the show. I hope you enjoyed the show. Yeah. Canada, Revita, I don't know Canada, right? Sorry for that. Thank you, Hurshi. Thank you, Jair Pandey. I'm actually signing out. Is there anything else? So what I want to say is tomorrow, Friday, I normally take an off. So that's not happening. You didn't answer my question. Just call me Suji. What is your question? For sure, I will answer, right? What's your question? Let me know. Don't start crying and crying. Let me know your question very quick. Hi, Sarah Khan. What's your question? Instead of saying, one thing I tell everyone, instead of saying that I'm not answering question, just ask your question directly. So I pick it up, right? Because there's so many people messaging me. There's altogether 30 people watching altogether. Sometimes it goes to 50 to 30. People are all chatting and sending messages. So I'm just one person reading all this very quickly. So there are chances I might miss out something here or there, right? So it's a pleasure, guys. Thank you. So tomorrow there is no show. Friday I normally take off. More family time, more creation of stuffs. After that, Saturday, next topic is what? No, Saturday, I'm talking about financial freedom, but that is more specific to Shamta group. After that, after 1 hour of Shamta group, then you can ask me questions with that point of view. Next thing on Sunday is a talk on confidence, self-confidence. That's with a personal conversation with the name called Abdul. So he's going to come online with me, live, face-to-face, have a conversation with me. Then Monday, you have the Ask Deek. Next topic, Tuesday off. And Wednesday, the topic should be what? Family? No. Failures, right? It's going to be failures. And after that, it's going to be family if it's needed or not, right? It is a pleasure, guys. Thank you, everyone. See you not tomorrow, day after with Shamta. Every Saturday from now on, I'm going to be with Shamta. It's a group which is by NIMIS Mumbai. It's a college in Mumbai. Their group is doing from that, right? SB saying they type many times, but you see it when they don't type. Yeah, maybe that, because sometimes there's so many things going on. I'm looking at Facebook. I'm looking at the question section. That's what I'm telling people. Don't ask me in the question section. Once I take the question section, then it'll all swipe through with time, right? It is a pleasure, guys. Thanks a lot for everyone's feedback. If you have any feedback, quickly let me know to improve the show, or you want to make any changes to the show, or you don't like the background, you want me to change the background. So let me know, whatever way it is. For sure, I will try my best to make those changes. It is a pleasure. Thanks a lot for spending a 1 hour with me, and see you not tomorrow, day after. I'm still figuring out which mobile to use in their show, right? So maybe my quality of the video might be low. Maybe my voice also might be low on Sunday. But if you're on Facebook, you will get me all very clear. If I'm on YouTube, you'll get me very clear, right? It is a pleasure, guys. Thank you, everyone. It is a pleasure. See you not tomorrow, day after. Shout out, Dodo? For what? Okay, whatever. See you guys. Thank you. So let me sign out from YouTube, Facebook. Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure. See you not tomorrow, day after at 5:30 with Shamta on the next show, which is going to be every Saturdays. October, every Saturday, 5:30, different topics I'm going to be with Shamta, right? So be a part of that if you're interested.